So it's actually even a bit better than I expected. And we are actually casting All-Seeing Arbiter against Mono Blue. What happened in this game? Let's pump some creatures. And let's keep attacking, I guess. I think we definitely can get rid of this one. And honestly, one from the Emperor. We don't need more. So I think he will die very quickly, especially with the other Emperor. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are going into full control mode with Jeskai control, and we have, oh boy, some really cool cards for you. I'm pretty sure you will all like All-Seeing Arbiter, card that for some reason vanished, but we definitely need to play it more. And Sanctuary Warden, one of the coolest finishers in the format. So those are the finishers. We started from the end basically, but one of the interesting cards that I really start liking is Temporal Firestorm. Like in this kind of deck, the kickers are actually really easy to get and you will cast them quite a lot, but I learned the hard lesson. So don't overdo it. Remember that Make Disappear is a card, and if you go for absolute crazy 9 mana Firestorm with double kicker, you might get some nasty surprises in form of pay for mana, and you might not have 13 mana, even with this deck. So some bitter lesson from my side for everyone that will try this deck. I definitely learned mine after playing those games. So with that being said, we also have Fires of Victory. Really cool card that I'm starting to like more and more. Like, early game it's basically like Abrade, that's stronger, and late game it's better Abrade because you keep drawing cards. I think this card is absolutely cool. So far I always was happy to see it. I didn't really feel the drawback. If you are playing this in a control deck, usually you have at least those 3-4 cards, which makes it basically a normal removal. And if you have, you know, early game 6, you can kill Adeline, you can kill even Solkanar or something like this. So definitely cool card, and this seems like a small difference, draw a card, but believe me, drawing card on top of removal is absolutely putting you ahead. And it's just 3 mana, so it's not the most expensive one. Other than this, what do we have? We have Jaya, Fear Negotiator, one of the coolest planeswalkers lately. She didn't come too much into play. I was thinking about switching Emperor to her, but you know what? Like, it's an Emperor, okay? Like, you don't say no to the Emperor if you play white. So easy as that. And I don't think we have too much room. Like, it's not the same value as Memory Deluge, so I think one Jaya is as much as we can fit into this deck. And the real reason this deck is absolutely smashing it, Fable and Bankbuster. Those 2 cards means that you can not only get a lot of tempo, but also insane card draw, like with Bankbuster and Memory Deluge, and also some small things like Celestus, Fable Cycling, Fires of Victory, and Warden that keeps drawing cards as well, together with All-Seeing Arbiter that also draws you card. Man, like, we have such amount of, you know, side draw that it's not really only a draw, but it still draws you a card, by the way. It's insane, and I have to say that this deck is very, very like characterized by Warden as well. Like, those are the main cards that you want to hit, especially that very often you will have Fable Kikijiki, and it's such an amazing combo to for 1 mana basically copy the Warden. You get the card, you get the token, you get the attacker with 5 mana. What more, when you copy it for the first time, like, it gets 2 shield counters, right? So you can, you know, remove from the copy by triggering the original. Okay, that was super convoluted, but you basically have 2 Wardens and you can target counters from the copy 2 times. And you don't lose anything, and you get the maximum of tokens, cards, and all of this stuff. So it's actually a really good combination. With Arbiter it's very similar, you get 2 cards and so on, so it's also very decent. But it's a bit better with the Warden against Invoke Despairs and Lilianas, because this is still a 1 creature at next turn, and this is actually a spammable creature that creates whole board that is extremely wide. Be careful of Mid-Hook Massacres though. Like Midhook Massacre is basically the best answer to Warden. It goes around the shield counter and it heals your opponent for a lot. So sometimes it's worth not overdoing it with the tokens, but it depends on the situation really. And also remember that you can sometimes save this Warden by keeping Emperor. If you see your opponent will have exactly 5, like Midhook for 7, so it -5/-5. Sometimes all you need is hold an Emperor, and they go all in, they pay 7 mana, they tap out, and you make a +1 on the Warden, and maybe you will see games like this in this video. And then you probably win the game, because they don't have another Midhook and they cannot keep up with your board. Alright, this is the deck. I think it's really strong. It all, as in every control deck, depends how you draw, but so far like I didn't have huge problems. I think the early game is a little bit sluggish. Moment you hit the Fable and you can start getting those treasures, suddenly everything works out perfectly. So Fable is a big glue that holds, you know, the whole deck, because you have quite expensive cards. Like in expensive turns you can probably pay like 14 mana. You want Warden, you want Emperor, you want Memory Deluge, you want a counterspell. So basically the more treasures you have, the more actions you can make. This deck doesn't really have a high end, like you can go really high if you have like 15 mana. Especially with the Firestorm, you have some insane plays that you can sweep the board one directionally. So you can save your Warden, you can save your Jaya, you can save your Emperor even. And suddenly you have the board and your opponent doesn't. And don't forget, the phasing out is for the opponent turn as well. So he cannot use Sorcery Speed to get rid of Warden in his turn. He needs to wait until you untap, which is pretty huge considering we run Negates and make disappears. Alright, that was it. That was the intro. You are curious about the stats, and I got your back. So for this one we, I think, won 5 games, lost 4 of the games, and we are at 56%, something like this. We are at 56% in Diamond, so I think it's pretty decent. It seems like a very solid deck. Probably on the winning side of the matchups, but it all depends how you draw, as usually. But it's definitely a strong one, and probably if you play enough, you will hit Mythic with this one. So, with that being said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you aren't so far. I really appreciate it, and don't forget that it really helps the channel as well. Even if you click like, if you share, if you put a comment, it all helps with the YouTube algorithm. And it's basically YouTube algorithm that decides. So if you feel this channel is worth, growing and letting people know, that's how you can support it. And yeah, thank you for everyone who did it. Your support so far was amazing. And with that lame story, let's go into the games and not waste any more time. Thank you. Alright, our friend finally woke up from his slumber and decided on not mulliganing his hand, I believe. Alright, cool. So what is this? Yeah, this is definitely a Pain Lantern, because we can carve out perfectly with this one. And our opponent was doing a 2-drop before us, so that's a big deal. And right now we have all the mana for Jeskai, and we can use Make Disappear, Bolt, and we can follow up with Fable next turn. And getting priority in Fable Wars is such a big deal. You gladly pay this 1 life to get this advantage. And right now we need to start the Fable train. Also, if he goes with Fable right now, we can attack, kill the Goblin, and make another Fable. And then we can go into Warden. See? Prodigy. Everything as intended. Alright, this is a big decision. Alright, this is actually an insanely big decision. I want to cast Fable this and this. Do I really discard Wardens? They are amazing. Oh man, I don't know. We have this decision for the next turn as well. I think 1 Warden could go, but I'm just so greedy. Nice. Let's make a token. So we have extra mana. I don't know for what, but it might be important at some point in the game. And suddenly we are the Fable guy. And the Fable guy always has advantage. And Kiki-Jiki will start coming as well. I would love a counter spell, because at a very close moment he will be forced to sweep the board just for the Fables. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so I know more or less what we are playing against. They should have appraisals as well, I think. Alright, interesting play. And Kaito, okay. Will he make a token? Yeah. Alright, interesting. Alright, so this one transforms. Definitely this. You know what, I will go for both. I want to hit my land, and thanks to this play, we actually did it. That's a huge one. Also, our opponent doesn't know what the play will be. Like, I guess we would have this even if we miss the land, but having treasures is insanely good in this matchup. And he goes through with all the damage, that's so interesting. So he wants to get the card. Let's play the Warden while he's tapped out. Let's make a dude, or whatever. Okay, maybe not really, but you get the idea. Do we go for the Bankbuster? I honestly think we go for the Bankbuster, because in this situation it basically is a creature with haste for the future turn. So we can play the Warden and still attack with the Bankbuster. So that creates much more damage than normally. He cannot really kill the Warden with Harvester unless he has two of them, which is highly unlikely. Almost impossible. Alright, he really wants the card, probably because he has no good answers right now. Still not closed game. Definitely he has a lot of like briefing room, but he needs to do something very relevant this turn. Not sure what. Soul Canar is probably their biggest play, right? Not sure if they burn down the house, I don't remember. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, that's a meat hook. Oh, okay, I see. I see how it is. Well, meat hook definitely is a strong play here. But we can follow up with another Warden. And we can kill Kaito, and that's why we play the Bankbuster. 4. Haha, smart. Why waste the 1 mana if you don't have anything to do with it? Like, that's a good thinking. Good thinking, definitely. So, let's make the Warden. Let's make a token. Let's screw. He doesn't run white, but I will still play like this. Not sure why, really. To combat. 2 attackers. Now Kaito is gone and he only has 2 cards, and the Memory Deluge makes sure that we have more value in the game than he does. Unfortunately, we cannot remove this counter to pump the Warden, but you know. It doesn't work like this, right? Okay, I went a bit too far on this one. Theoretically, if he has meat hook, he can only do it for 4, but he didn't play a land drop. Sure. So if he played the land drop, he could meat hook the board again, and that would be probably his best possible play. But he needs to draw the second meat hook in top 16 cards. Okay, now it's more likely, but now he doesn't have enough mana. Let's see. He didn't take the land, which makes sense. And I think this is how we win the game. Honestly. Let's play the land. We definitely copy this one. For starters. And I don't think he has any way to do anything with it. Let's get the counters from the copy, of course. I guess we could play the Emperor and crew the Bankbuster, but you know what? I don't think we need so much value. Like, it's enough already. It's enough. Let's not be super greedy. We need to not go all in this game, because the game is ours, basically. He cannot even kill any of those. Alright, so we definitely go for those counters. This does not matter, and he doesn't really want to even, you know, kill it with anything. That's already 10 damage. Alright. Alright. And that's it. We don't need more. This board already kills our opponent next turn. It means that he needs to react. So let's see how he reacts, and we will react to his reaction, as on YouTube is normal. Me reacting to someone reacting to my channel. Alright, sure. Interesting discard. But yeah, I guess it doesn't really help him. So as you can see, he was waiting for us to remove this shield counter, then he would cast Airtie, but we didn't fall for it. And now he's in trouble. Sure. So that seems like a mid hook, right? 3, 5. But man, it's just 5. It's 5. So we can cast Emperor and save the Warden? I will play like this. So he doesn't gain too much. Oh no, it's mid hook is in the board already, the previous one, so no reason to give him more. We can force him to show the mid hook, I guess. But if the mid hook wasn't here, we could triple block even and deny him quite a lot of life gain. Alright, interesting. Memory Deluge. Do I pain? Yeah. 1 damage. But that's fine. I think he's... I don't know. He's waiting for something, but I have no idea what. Let's go for the Arbiter and Jaya, and I think they should absolutely close the game. I'm not drawing because I think he might have something, and I don't want to trigger it. I mean, like, let's make a copy and see what happens, I guess. Otawara. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I like it. I really like this one. So let's screw. Of course, he knew that we will do it like this. And well played by him. Well played. However, we can attack for 6 anyway. And that's quite a lot. That's a strong smoke. What is the best play? I still think maybe Arbiter actually. Yeah, Arbiter is a bit better, I think. Or no, the best play is. Sorry for changing my mind, but I just saw that he has 3 mana and he knows that we can repeat the Warden, so it's the same for the Arbiter. And generally, he should have played against it if he bounced it. Unless he plays just, oh, I hope I top deck something. So for this reason I went with the Emperor, because this is the play he cannot really counter. Okay, that's super sus. So is this mid hook or what? Like, he dies right now. And even if he plays something, okay, I see. I mean, he went for 2. We can save the Kiki-Jiki and then kill him, I guess. Seems pretty good to me. So he needs another play. So he needs a removal in one of those 2 cards. We can also try to destroy Eivor after he I'm not sure how the triggers work. I think he needs to decide which mid hook goes first. But let's pump it first, just in case. And when he takes one of the mid hook massacres, you can destroy it, I think, but he didn't let us check. And he went all in with this play, and he didn't count for extra mana and extra counter. Alright, so we are going first indeed, but our hand absolutely sucks. Oh man, that's such a bad hand. Oh, I'm not sure if we should. It should be a mulligan. Let's be responsible, gamer. This one sucks as well, so I think we already lost. That's a good start. Oh man, that really feels like we are super behind, but you know what? I will get rid of this one. We just need 2 blue lands. It's really ambitious, to be honest, but at the same time we have double removal. So like we have some time to dig into the blue mana. But we are definitely at the edge of losing already, just because of the shuffler. And our opponent is tanking like crazy. Will he play? Will he play or won't he? Alright. And no real downside to playing this one first. And we might pretend Boros. I didn't see those before. Oh, there, from the Forbidden set. Alright, so we are getting somewhere, but I'm not sure what we are playing against. Is that really mono blue? I never seen mono blue playing those runs. You know what? Like, we are getting there. We are slowly getting there. And indeed, this seems to be the deck. Oh, that's important decision. So we can go for Memory Deluge, which doesn't really give us any tempo. I think we need to deny him the card advantage. He's already at 7 cards, that's so much. So I guess we need to hope he taps out somehow and try to kill the Jin. But I'm pretty sure we are super behind already. Against this deck it's super hard to win. Oh man, and now we cannot do anything against this one. That's not great. So he will basically curve out perfectly from now on, with probably insane amount of counter spells. I would guess like 4 or 5 of those cards are counter spells most likely. He had no land, so it means all of them are nearly gas. Yep. And yeah, so we need to do it like this. Or when Jin is in the game, he might counter it. I guess I should have bait. Oh, Eiganjo is amazing against this kind of deck. Do we need more lands? Like, I kinda do. Oh man, but I think make disappear is still better. Alright. That's a good draw. Honestly, a good draw. Alright, I think I know how we play this one out. Man, Eiganjo is actually a hard counter to this deck, and I was thinking about building any kind of control deck with 4 Eiganjo, because they have 4 Jins. It means that you basically always kill them and counters won't change anything. And they cannot do anything about it. I know I've been playing mono blue. And that's basically a removal that is uncounterable. You can Fading Hope Jin, but that's it. He also discarded 2 Fading Hopes, by the way. And that was exactly my plan. I thought that he might follow up with another Jin and he won't have enough mana. Actually expected he will play and we will tap him out. So it's actually even a bit better than I expected. And we are actually casting All-Seeing Arbiter against mono blue. What happened in this game? Seriously. Oh my god. You'll have to see it though. I just want to point out, this was his decision. He decided to get rid of double Fading Hope, which is probably the best card right now he could hope for. Yeah, we won this one because we have Memory Deluge. Sure. That's a great moment to cast Impulse, I guess. Oh man. To be fair, it probably is. Oh sure, third one in top 18 cards. Amazing. Must be nice. And he just left the game after absolutely top decking the best card he could go for. Man, who plays those decks? Those are Boros players. Man, this I tell you, this is Boros player. Even the sleeves show something is not blue here. Alright, opponent goes first. Our mana definitely hurts. I think I will take the hand because we have this removal and Firestorm, so I think we should be good enough. This is actually a pretty decent draw. I would of course prefer something with white, but you know, if there's no choice, this is actually probably best we get. And that's a pretty good draw. Right now we need some value. But so far it's acceptable, let's say. Acceptable is the perfect word. Oh man, our opponent definitely has a lot of like pressure already. Like ramping with Celestus and having a lot of value from Bankbuster. He can also play anything and just keep crewing it. Okay, interesting choice. And that's an extremely interesting choice because he could switch to nighttime. So I guess he really fears our counter spells for some reason. Like, you know what? It could be good at some point in the game. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Destroy evil. It will definitely come handy. Man, I just cycle one. Rest are good cards, what can I say? I don't want to switch, but I have to. Unless I kill my own Fable, you know? Oh, that's unfortunate. I would consider casting Emperor main phase, if I could. I'm not sure if I would do it, but you know, consideration would be done. I'm not super scared about... Oh my god, stop with the value! Okay, I wanted to say that I'm not scared right now, but after second Bankbuster I am. That's a decent draw. Oh man. This will be hard game, but with Fires of Victor we can really ramp up some pressure, you know? And by ramp... that's an interesting one. If we play the Emperor, Emperor probably will die, right? They play something, they crew the Bankbuster, or they just draw card and crew the other Bankbuster. And we take exactly 4 damage, so that's not a good idea to try to save it. I don't love it, but you know, we could put a 1/1 counter and it wouldn't be target for the cut down. That's the idea. Not sure how we played this one out. That's a pilot. I don't think his HP will matter too much, so that's why. The thing. Oh, he went greedy. I like it. How do we punish him? First, let's see the attack. Also, I shouldn't think so long, because it definitely gives him some information. I especially like this one, because this one has 3 counters, so he basically wasted 3 cards right now. And it also helps with our sweeper quite a lot. Quite a lot. This is mono black, so they don't really have an enchantment. That's absolutely fine. Look how many cards he wasted for this. Oh no, my friend, you ain't getting anything. I still think it's worth Destroy Evil. Like, fires get a bit weaker, but I think it's still fine. I think it's still fine. So now he doesn't get the life gain. Let's draw our card for the turn. Alright, so we can go next turn for the Warden. That's really impressive. So now the question, do we go for the vehicle, which is more annoying? Oh man, we won't be able to use the kicker. I'm honestly not sure. I'm super greedy. I want this thing. Oh, okay. Well, I think the card is the play. Maybe we just go with the Firestorm. Land, so not really much value. Okay. I would love to kill this. Unfortunately we cannot, so we will have to live with this horrible creature, the abomination of Bankbuster, that keeps marking our face since forever. Alright, we could also go for the Warden, but if that will be something, you know what it will be. You know what it will be. Man, we could draw a card and just kill Soaring. That's pretty good, isn't it? Draw a card first, then it deals... And I think it's okay. Let's go with the kicker version. I think if we draw land, it's even better, and we can actually go for Negate. And the auto-tapper absolutely destroyed us. He should let the blue mana. Now we need... yeah, and we got punished. Man, this auto-tapper possibly lost us the game right now. Oh my god, I'm so angry. I'm super mad right now. If he invokes Despair, we are absolutely destroyed. And we didn't have to. I wasn't aware that we have such a perfect split of all the lands and he still will get the wrong one. Oh my god, why wouldn't you take this one, which shares both the blue and the red? There's no reason to not take this one. Oh my god, the auto-tapper. The ultimate demise. And I'm pretty sure we get Invoke Despair. Oh man, we are more lucky than we should. That was a pure luck. We should lose this game. Alright. I'm not super scared about the Bankbuster. We are at 17. By the way, guy is Electro Nuke. I like it. That's pretty funny. Not gonna lie. Alright, and we will be at a lot of HP, and Warden right now is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. It also creates a token, which is even better, because right now both Liliana and Invoke Despair do not invoke my Despair. Yeah, now even auto-tapper is okay, but for some reason he just decided, let's give him the Pine Land instead of the land without the drawback. That's sus, isn't it? Why would he want to kill this 1/1? I wonder. So how much mana will he have? Sure. Still, we were extremely lucky. He just drew it this turn or the last turn. I think this was the draw. Maybe last turn, because he prepared this for Invoke Despair. So we were really lucky, honestly. Alright, so the play. It might be a bit weird. I will give you this, but it's actually good play, because we want to remove the counters that aren't shield counters. So now Infernal Grasp, that he probably holds in the hand right now, doesn't do any... Oh, he isn't happy, he wanted to Infernal Grasp it. And right now, it can be even Emperor. Yeah, let's get the Emperor thing.
Watch out.
That's so good.
I never give up.
So we have blocker. He needs to remove the blocker first, and we have Eiganjo in the end, even. And we have Fires to Victory, which will draw us a card if we want. Sheoldred. Sure. Man, he's really going to this day-night cycle. Like crazy. So I think he should activate the Bankbuster. I'm not sure how exactly will he play. He's at 28, but it's not the biggest difference, to be honest. And we can Firestorm with Warden and the Emperor. Alright, so we have two ways. We can start... we can kill Sheoldred at the upkeep. Honestly, that is extremely good one. We don't need to do... I think we won this game already. Like, we kill this one here. Oh, I nearly forgot the stop. Well, I guess we get punished anyway, right? Like, we need... Oh, right, I used a card. That's probably something I should consider. Alright, but we can draw a little more. We can draw a little more. And you know what? This is pretty good. This is basically a free creature.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
We attack with this one, we create a token. I'm pretty sure the game is ours, we just need to not mess it up. Sure. Maybe I should have baited with the token. Like, we would have 4 damage, so yeah, I should attack with the token as well. So, a little bait that didn't work, but that's absolutely fine. We can still make a lot of small tokens. We get some damage, but we can kill Sheoldred next turn. So it won't kill us, and we need as many cards and as much board as we can. He can mid hook, but then we can make disappear, so that's why it's pretty important. Man, he's just having fun with this Celestus. Man, he doesn't do it too much, but definitely does not forget about having Celestus. Well, I guess he got through that, maybe? Not sure. Like, it feels he's doing stuff, but it's not extremely impactful. Alright. So we need to lose a little bit of HP, unfortunately. And you know what? I'm not losing this game to the tapper. I really am not. Okay, cool. Let's go for the kicker version. Let's kill this one. Let's draw a card. And then deal 5. Perfect. And that was the last HP we will lose to Shrouded. Now let's go to the main. Let's pump some creatures. And let's keep attacking, I guess. I think we definitely can get rid of this one. And honestly, one from the Emperor. We don't need more. So I think he will die very quickly, especially with the other Emperor. Maybe even next turn. Yeah, he's already dead. Very nice, very nice. Do we want to go with Celestus? Nah, we can use Emperor to heal, so we are effectively at 7 HP. Even Invoke Despair doesn't do anything really. Mid-Hook Massacre definitely does something, but it would be such a shame if it was countered. Okay, I maybe enjoy countering all the black spells. I definitely like it. We cannot play the Emperor though. Underdog. Oh, that would be such a shame if something happened to the Underdog and it was exiled. It's almost as if everyone plays for this exact deck. Alright, and we just kill him. So we put the counter here. We count the damage, 12, 15, and we play another Wandering Emperor because he's tapped out. So we put the counter here, and we use the Smork ability of our creatures. Decline, decline, cause why would we? Not kill our opponent. Oh man, I got scared that that was all the damage. Oh, I think we really played this very nicely. Alright, so our opponent goes first, which is unfortunate, but with Abrade we should clear whatever he plays. Alright. Let's go with the mountain first, then we go into Shivan Reef, and then Otawara as the last one. And this is the reason. But with Emperor, we need to get into double white so we can start casting the Emperors. That would really help. And that's a bait attack. They usually do it to force you to do something so they can play the other stuff like this. Don't fall for it. You will regret, because then you waste this and you are basically losing game with 2 cool counter spells in your hand. And I've changed my mind on this one. I don't want to pain myself too much, and I don't have a source of blue mana that doesn't hurt. With so much aggression, our HP really matters. And we don't have double white, so we cannot really cast anything. Honestly, at this point I think it's worth it. Also, Underdog needs double black. So far, like usually you play balanced mana, so there's high chance he has no swamp here. That's my guess. We can go for the Bankbuster, and I think it's better, because we counter this. I'm pretty sure we will have to counter something, and we still have some development on the board. Yeah, he didn't have double black, so he couldn't cast it, and I think he didn't have anything good to play against control deck. Alright, so let's check out this draw. We have Flame Blast board for this pretending not mono black. To be fair, it might not be mono black, but we will see. Like, those sleeves are so easy that there might be mono black. So, Flame Blast board definitely amazing against the Underdog, and we are on the play with Fable. So I think this game will come through, like most likely it will be Fable into Sweeper at some point. Oh, we might be actually against control deck. That's absolutely different. This one is tapped. Man, I actually don't know this land because I don't play Boros at all. But you know, if you play Jeskai, you actually need to play a little bit Boros. Sure. This also shows our opponent that we have indeed removal, because the priority was not there before. And we need to go for the Fable. Like, this is also a good way to pressure them. Like, they tapped out. I'm not sure if it's Esper, it seems to be Azorius control. Or, you know, there's no real control decks right now, it's more of a thingy. It's just a thing. Alright, I think one land can go. Shivan Reef. We don't have double blue. I think I cycle one of the lands and that's it. And we will make double block here, so this is extremely important. Emperor as well, probably. And I'm pretty happy with the decision. We definitely need to make a token. Or whatever. Yeah, it's a token. Unfortunately, it re-shows the Emperor, but you know what? In this situation, I cannot imagine better way to capitalize on Emperor. And look at this freaking goblin. We could also use the bolt, but it's also beneficial for us that we go with the Emperor while he's tapped, because like they definitely have make disappear. I think I've been playing actually with the same deck. Like it seems extremely similar. So it's still not as easy yet. But man, we can actually go for the double kicker here. Oh, that's so neat. Oh, that's so neat. So much stuff going on. Alright. So, let's make a dude. We want to go white. Like, we should definitely win this game if we don't mess up anything. Like, we are in such amazing... Yeah, like, he realized the same thing. Like, he cannot trade with this, and we just ramp, and we have more cards than him as well. Opponent goes first. You know what? As long as I have the Firestorm, I take more risky hands, but this is definitely not what I expected. So this one is always tapped, so let's start with this one. I'm not sure. I'm pretty happy that right now there's no real control decks, like with those colors. Like there are, but nobody seems to play them. So when you see Azorius, it's probably some kind of weird token, aggro, whatever thing. We are forced to play this one though. He cannot switch yet, so let's go for the Reckoner Bankbuster. I think this is a really good one. Like it ensures that we get more value in time. Okay, so it will be a quest for value this game. Restoration is pretty good for him. Pretty harsh. So let's go for the Fable. So I'm not sure what exactly he's doing. Like, he doesn't seem to be playing in any kind of control way so far. I guess he got a free Bankbuster. That definitely hurts. Like, he's getting absolute huge value from this Eiganjo. So there's high chance that this game will be Firestorm game. Yeah, we probably just wait until he flips everything out of this. We try to stack our hand and we just clear the board and we should be fine. Oh, the Abrade is absolutely amazing here. Oh man, I actually so like this draw. Yeah, I think that's our strategy for this game. And you know what? It's even better, because we can just mark this. Nice. Let's keep attacking to get some free mana. Like, mana is absolutely important here. We can use it to kick the Firestorm. So if we get to save 2 of our stuff and all of the opponent's stuff dies, it's probably very good for us. Stop with the Bankbusters, bro. Like, stop it. Probably something I should foresee. Like, I killed it after the chapter. I should have done it on his turn. That was pretty big mistake on my part. Yeah, somehow I always forgot about this chapter too, that it actually can do something. And he's going absolutely all in, which we love. So good. I guess on the bright side he doesn't get card this turn, but it's actually not good for us. We want him to flip it as... Man, stop with the Bankbusters! It's already the third one. Oh my god. So many Bankbusters. All I see is Bankbusters this game. Alright. Alright. I definitely want the card. I don't super care about this one, I guess. Maybe we'll care about this one if he pays the flip cost. Then I probably will react. But unless he commits, I don't care. Alright, that's a Kiki Jiki. You know what? This is actually a card with value. I mean, we could make a treasure and I guess kill it, but I don't think it's worth it. How much mana do we need? Yeah, we get to 6, 7, 8. And we need 9. Well, we don't need it. We would like to have it. And I still think it's worth it. Probably. Is it? Yeah. Let's get this treasure while we can. It's pretty obvious bait. Oh man, interesting choice. He has so many Bankbusters that, do we go for it? It's not bad, honestly. Like, you know what, I will actually go for it. Simply because it's 3 cards. Like, we need to solve all of the Bankbusters somehow. And never do it unless they fight, unless your opponent is tapped out, because then he can just remove your creature and wasted a card for no reason. Alright, and we go for the Bankbusters. Like, they survive the Firestorm because they aren't creatures, so that's pretty good. Why is it highlighted? Like, we have only 0 legendary creatures. Alright, why is it highlighted? What? This ability costs 1 for each legendary creature you control. I do not have any. Oh, right, treasures. Oh my god, I'm such a bad player. I invested all of my goblins into having those treasures and then I forgot. Pretty lame, pretty bad, not gonna lie. Alright, so we let this attack through. Man, the Bankbusters, like, stop with them. He's a madman. Alright. But I think we are in good spot, honestly. I will first use this one, then I will start using this one. Next turn we can actually draw from both. Maybe that's good. No, let's keep the one ready, in case we need it. Like, I want to have the pilot when I have the pilot, you know? Yeah, that was a sentence. Alright, so we will get smorked like hell this turn. If we play Fable, we can still double draw. You could also chomp block. But honestly, I think using Fable is a bit better. We also can use Kiki Jiki, so like we have small plays and they should be... Oh no. They should be enough. Man, it's so unfortunate that they kept getting reset. Alright, so he cannot go above 5 loyalty, and that's really good. This will be a tricky, like, we are absolutely all in on the Firestorm. And I'm not sure how it goes. Okay. Oh man, it's still the end step. Like, that's a lot of stuff going on. We can make a pilot. We can even take both of the cards, and very likely we will. Like, we have enough time. Like, we can basically reset the board anytime. Oh, the only problem in this game are those Bankbusters, really. Like, we have everything else solved, and he thinks that he's winning, but he's not really winning. Except the Bankbusters, which are actually a huge issue for us. Token. They will get cleared. So I could kill one of them, if I really wanted. but it doesn't give us any value, you know? Emperor. Interesting. I still think we try to go for the, you know, good old champ block. I think I will take 1 for damage. Because I want the counter, or whatever it is. Huh, interesting. Definitely interesting game. This one can be an instant, that's good to remember. It might be the turn for the Firestorm. Oh man, he's going absolutely all in with everything, but Elspeth can +1 into safety, which is unfortunate. Okay, sure. So let's see what gets shielded, that's really important. Announcement. Well, that's really good draw. Have to say, that's a really good draw. So I can draw 1 card. We will be at what? 3, 6, 7, and 8, and 9. But then we lose the pilot. I don't think it's worth it. Abrade. Like, we need more Abrades. We definitely need more Abrades. Emperor is pretty good. Not sure if she's good enough. I like Abrade quite a lot. Oh man, such a hard game. I will cycle 1 of them and get another one. Well, so we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with this one. How can we go through with this? First of all, what do we want to save? We can actually save whole board if we want. It's not bad. And I think this is the play. And we can do it before the attack. So let's go with the double kicker. Man, have you seen actually Temporal Firestorm with absolutely both kickers? We will get counter, won't we? Please don't do it. Don't you dare counter my Firestorm. I paid 9 mana for this. I deserve it. I need a cry emote. Oh man, no, that was my huge play for the game. Yeah, I don't think we can win. Oh man, well played. Like, I was thinking about it, but he has so many tokens that we need 4 extra mana, and sweeping without surviving your part with so many Bankbusters just wasn't good enough.